I believe we can get there. You believe with me? We share that belief there, so we can definitely get there. Now we go left hand, we just lay everything at table and we go count with panelists there now. We then go carry up more small before we go open the phone line where we all go come and can talk about with sweet Mama Salon. Yes, Senesi Brema, with all in a table, waiting at you take, sir.
Thank you very much, Campbell. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you find yourself. I just want to say welcome and thank you very much for giving me this opportunity for live to say something on which you lead at table. And the first thing where I want to say, normally work you can at this program to talk to Sierra Leoneans the way they are the diaspora say. Not only the music they will DC really talk say for love of country or with something keep the happy work in can together or speak with one voice because I can remember some programs when we can see everybody they show concern. But actually we within the diaspora waiting good, we all can come. But when we think ready for well, now we self within the diaspora now the number one people there for champion. This in connection with the Hajj. We all see we say we people then try very hard to make them go the Hajj with the support of other countries. They would support the government for the flights and all that stuff. Then they for them will go. The very day where the last batch left, somebody released an audio where the really damn say the people then did the suffer. What make you want to say people then we don't sacrifice the money, pay for the people then for go. They're not easy reach it. That you go begin make audio the talk say the people that don't strand they will face deportation, something like that. It's not really good. So certain things they will can they put what kind of politics they make at times that they say let we try for the political lens at times. Now we think of good for the country. We all sit down, they look at Rwanda. Rwanda where they get serious genocide, kill people. They not be ever know see Rwanda will be like this. So look how we don't do. We don't get we own 10 years. We don't fight. We don't do all kinds of things. We don't get political crisis. We don't point people that out. That's it. And then they call their collaborators. They don't point people. Then people they don't die. Political attention don't come. Why we not go see them as Sierra Leoneans to see? This don't look at the country number. We say really don't go. What you don't gain from this? This political party come. This person say no, what's not to me? I no go agree. When this political party come, that the same phenomenon and they happen. All these things when they happen between this government, don't they happen at the last government? We not really. We not at times me I can see them at the ask. I say what's not the benefit? Actually, we don't. Should we learn from the 10 years more, or we can left for going on radio no more? We can go talk, or whether give you opportunity for long talk. We just come over here. We be talk. Other countries they don't. But waiting a real contribution. Actually, we don't do. And waiting we go do for this country as alone. There we go because all time we talk. We always compare when are good things there. We always compare this that. But when it comes and bad. Believe me, people. Now we say they think bad for we nation. The way how they think about Sierra Leone, I don't believe say that leader the way I want the Sierra Leone develop right now, or the way I want to develop Salon right now. I don't believe say God already for good that leader. If we say for Sierra Leoneans, we not come together and say, okay, now we don't ready. Let this country go before. With all waiting in that table. For this week. We see all kinds of things don't happen. Now we see the same people, the same Limba people, they will be go doing. Me, I don't get problem with that because me no say from time immemorial for more get independence, then they don't happen. Now they are just what is it? People can go and keep say maybe just the code they say president they talk, they see what is happening. Some people can say they are left out. So then they want for let government to say which step we did. Now that's can happen. Not for say where they go for go get position on them. Because when the time reach for vote, you know if that people maybe come to you, then vote. They can just want for go no more vote your presidency. You forget about you, but we still there. We still there with their around. Now because of what make that is happening, now because of waiting we can talk with time reach for politics. If tribalism in business, if we not try to left out, we know exactly what will happen during the runoff election. when people begin talk, when that thing they begin happening, we talk about this radio times without number. Then see another help we go no side. This tribalism, what make with the say America, England, the other countries develop. When you kind of France, they don't get any other tribe. Now French, you all the talk. You go to England, everybody in English. You go to America, everybody in English. They don't. That's then you begin say this person common at the south or this person common at the east. Or this person in this political party. But when you say God don't give them boku tribes in Africa, then it make we get this serious problem in Africa. Now the problem this way, me as if you don't have to think, I say why God give boku tribes then you put the all in Africa. When you go to this country, then get this, they get this, they get this, they get this. Well, this person we say we will not get for one day we will not get president this way come on at this with Cadia, so this time now we owe them. This is not some of the things in this way they cause the problem. And for Sierra Leone, it worst. It really, really worst. Any political party will come and say, me, this Namio drive, this, you know, at times when they sit down, they look at you and say, Papa God, why you do that kind of thing? Waiting our problem. Let we come close to God. Let we ask what's our problem. If we don't commit any problem to God or anything, let we ask God for forgiveness. Because the same political party, the same person will come, they will come and manifest to you right this way. We should do are two different things. Now, President Biokam is saying new direction. We're not even patient for me to know what's in the happening. Because if we look at what will be done the year from the past government to this government, you're not going to expect any government elect who does they take who done the for now who done the best president in the world. You take and you put her like Makafuli or look compare Makafuli and Kagame. We take them, put them in a salon. Believe me, they're not going to succeed because of the mindset. Because of the mindset, which you get.
That is so true. That is so true. That is so true.
We will not go succeed because if we not help president, believe me, we will not go succeed. If we not help say, okay, Ibrahim don't open radio station, don't bring this radio station, don't see how we will support Ibrahim. For let Ibrahim instead, other person go there now, they pull you down. You know the listen and that's that fake news that every now and then they put up fake news that the media for discredit the country within they go anytime they say president they go demonstrate to begin say now chief man this that which they call what do we actually do we then how will this country go before we don't know what to make it legal. These are some of the problems at times where I can just sit down and think. I say we suffering the individuals as Sierra Leoneans, we get problem. We really get problem. Now look at the people the way they don't be. They say they say we come out. They say we wait. We need to come out. The past government but every year we want this. And be tell the last day, ONS not go put press release on it, not go talk anything about level 1, level 2. Because they call it now level 1, level 2, level 3. Pass on TRP before they come. All these first will be done, they happen. Police, they do this. But one thing no more, I can't for go thank you. At least for what this government can police and not be this say don't kill posse. They fire tear gas. They not kill posse. Because remember the last track where they allowed them they go kill posse in there. So it's the same, what would they talk? So they don't begin to listen. So no, keep on talking. They not kill nobody. Let them fire the tear gas no more. They will put pepper and they will put potato leaf in the eye. They not kill nobody. So for now, we just continue for hammer the go with the police here. Thank you very much, sir.
All right, thank you very much, Senator Ibrahim. Yes, Aaron, waiting you want comment on the things that we will lay on the table, sir.
You know, that thing we Senator talk on, particularly, I don't know if na radio people then go with and go talk, but say they try for discourage fumble them of they will go hard.
No, not to be radio, na voice message the person.
Voice, whatever then they send. You know, them people and they way they do that, then just fool themselves because you know what you do. If me and go hard, then you make me scared. Then I call and I say, no, nothing like that, not happy, no. It's just because you will tell me. You go you can't sit down, you make some lie information. Why? Because they want discredit the current Hajj program where they go unsuccessful. You might understand who side them Barat then they come out. Because not a Barat that people then they go Hajj. Then they enjoy, then they perform their rights. You come, they make audio, they lie, say they want to deport them. we see one video where one mommy, you know, why people will feel say funny, it's not funny. Say, not all, even at the most advanced of countries, there are people that when you I let you try them, they don't go travel on a plane. They just not feel comfortable doing it. We see this mommy, they go Hajj. Well, imagine something like that. Say that mommy, they read anything and they or say, no, we imagine, say, if you want to go next year, they can't read anything there. All them things, they will not find it. But at the end of the day, they will lie, they go prove to them, say, not lie, they lie. The other thing I want being calm, and I see touch on that too. Then response where people then get when the Limba community go visit the president. Then people they will condemn that. We say, well, then people honestly, those people are reckless tribalist. Why you for condemn the people? The Limba community now like a community of every community of people in Sierra Leone. And you will understand why they go visit the president. Because of the tribal mindset. There are people who go to Congo and say, oh, and then Limba they go, she's so president, oh, they're not for this government. Oh. The people and think smart. And I will tell you, even when we can relate tribe to certain political party, when a party then they're in power, the people where you go relate to them, none of the benefit. It just means no more something that we say when we election term can come. If that man did not kuanko, if me not kuanko, I not care less. I care less if he did go address the problem. One vote for. But waiting the very disciplined group of people, the Limba people, they know what's in the Nipa. They don't mix pan the body of so much of politics of Sierra Leone. Then go pledge and so nobody knew why they did that. Then get the reason why. They don't mean bad. They don't ever mean bad for that country. For let people they condemn them because if they do that. And I see the touch on that. You know, because sometimes where tribalism can come inside, you don't know that would try for push for because sideline them because they associate them with APC. So then they see the reason why, therefore go and make the president know say, you know what, we Sierra Union, we deal with you. Regardless of waiting, people and will say, Mr. President, when I say we deal with you, they don't say that they will be president, then they show say that they will the government. And that's the mean way they say that. I want to talk on this thing where the mayor of Freetown, the champion, this Discover Freetown. You know, we all know say this woman they try so hard. I mean, given the whole Freetown day, it's so difficult for you to be mayor. It's difficult. It's difficult, you know, for let you be leaders, even for presidents in Sierra Leone. So let me mention some of the kind of attitude we as a people get. You know, all team who ready for condemn government is that. But you know what? Now people, now the community of people, now we they make government work effectively. If for Kagame take the lead, and if people they learn from the experience of war, and they come together for make them country go before. Freetown, Discover Freetown. Just like what you said in your introduction, Abraham, you know, they say first impression go a long way. Freetown, we get from it. For let people that discover Freetown, we don't even something need for make a campaign. If people that can want them, now then they go out, go tell people and say, there is that South West African city. Now for go visit the one go, but we all remember tourism they can at Sierra Leone. We all remember. We don't old enough to remember. Even Abraham, when are the youngest among we remember that tourism in the can of Sierra Leone. You know, so the things then we go make Freetown be discovered. Then they will go for a some road. You know, you just mentioned about one ambulance where get drift into water. All the things and everything interconnected. The health of every Sierra Leonean, it connects one way or the other with the good road or bad road network where the country gets. Because you know what you do? If they call ambulance na Beckle Street, na Kisi. If they call ambulance na Beckle Street na Kisi. If the road are not good for let the ambulance go fast, or patrol the day and the road network no day, it will affect the health of people. It will affect the health of the entire nation. If electricity not good, at the country. Give hospital chance for let them work. And people they know the health not was good. Because, even at the some other countries, some African countries, we all get different weather conditions. And we all we respond to them weather conditions differently. If electricity not good, some people when the place hot, they let forget air conditioner or fan for cool the atmosphere. Some people when the place cold, they get forget heater for make the place warm. Or sometimes need some hot water at some urgency where you get for use or all anything. But if the electricity itself it affects people in one way or the other. It affects the business community. People who one can discover freedom. It's not just about visiting tourist attraction. It's about come and invest. Then one can discover freedom, say, that's something we can invest. Then one friend they talked yesterday, they come up from Virginia, then they look, we go answer what they call Marina, Bookfield's place, they get some boat. And this lady, they say, oh my goodness, you say, this would be very good investment, you get some of them, boat here where they run, now them island, them will get all over for tourist attraction. All anything, but we get forget the kind of system in place. We get for work hard. When government is doing, we as people too, for the do we own. You talk about factor. I want to let you. I don't know. You not tell me something, but you talk about an article or where Maduwe condemn police there in Jala University. I want to know exactly what in the police. We can always see factomatic move like that. I mean, it's serious. I don't know they respond to everything. So, that organization there. We see because now one of the most effective civil society groups that will get in the country. And I just want to know exactly. But you also talk about some misconduct na Bo student in Bo.
Yes, okay. Just a quick one. What thing happened there?
Right.
Now before pay the fees then before they sit. So then we can't tell them say who do not pay no go sit. So some of the students then say they want to demonstrate. Fracas inside. Where the demonstration not can happen peacefully, so then begin for invite police them. The demonstrations have not take place. They invite police them for come for stop the demonstration, so the demonstration not for take place. Now they now exchange of Mami cost and begin come out from both sides, the police and the students there, and and the police then begin catch some of the students and they beat them, they drag them at ground. So now I make a pull the press release, they condemn say police not for do handle the student and the way they handle them, even bar association self be pull press release for condemn.
Okay, thank you. I just want to round up with this. Two things. One, that distress call, then people that would have rain flooding, people that will be the fishing. I don't know, maybe prior to that, if them, send alarm, say people they're not going to see. But the fact that take place, that they call for distress, I mean, they make a distress call, whether or not the Navy be able to reach there, it shows some development. First time, we know they talk about that. People that they go born about. I mean, the fact that, I think the Navy, they don't set up some structure. I think the weather system, then they work good. That's more or less impressive. And someone will say, well, why make they not good? How they will say they're not able? Even at the most advanced of countries, before no say the weather when it don't get up to some level, even when flooding can take place all over. Now, the most advanced countries, then the press class them, then the one who say at certain time they're not going to go there. But the fact that we don't get that system in place, it shows, some sense of kind of goodness or development will take place. Finally, I want to ask again about this female MP caucus way then get. The fact that women themselves become, they raise their voice, that's not a beautiful thing, because it should say women and the voice they get louder. I don't know exactly which are some of the things they wouldn't raise up no more. But the fact that they come up from different parties, it should say one thing. Women can always take the lead. One thing we show now that we are all Sierra Leoneans first. before we SLPP, APC, PDP, UDP, NDC, GGP. We first and foremost, Sierra Leonean. As you say, that the woman and they show women cause above political parties, and that was good. I just love that. So I will stop so far.
Thank you very much, Arun. Thank you to Senesi. So we open the phone line now for Fambolem for call and be part of this program. Yes, caller, your name and who side you call from?
Yeah, my name na Harun Koma. They call from Boston.
Yes, Arun. I don't know if you are working Komoyanda. I don't know if you are
don't come quick one. Quick one. I don't come
what's in your own contribution on which we learn at table today, sir?
Right. First one I want to start with now look me paper fine because I've been not jotted. Now I've been seeing una interview then convert people in Friton Day. And it be so interesting why been the response of the people then at the place say not to them for pull na the culverts. I mean waiting na the slum for pull from there. Not to the mortal man, right? That one they have been down small. Waiting they actually mean. But that kind of area where that lady they show dirty all over the place. Then people they say no, not to them for come out today. Not the not the slum for come out.
Made them for pull come out today.
Right. Who's that for Keda bomb they go? Then they don't dinner the place now. Una day we una supposed to command that every time una the facing the kind issues that they dirty water they can inside all the one and they don't do all kind of nasty up the water they need to now. Una say una not the command pass the poka pull bomb day. I don't understand. But na society with it. Then I come back again to that Jala issue. Right? Then students here, because actually I watch them. They broke part of one building the way they broke glass system. People, not to just number for say they not be demonstrate. They broke glass system and building there. At least this fight back where people then believe in, they not believe in peace. They not they work well. That big institution nowadays, they not suppose for even self if they don't deny una say no una no go sit. But why make una no go ask if una not get the money? Una ask. Self one for say well, uno say we not get them. If he said then deny una for continue still for ask, not to fire by this time. We they just remember, oh well, we go set confusion on go broke. That same thing they want they broke. Una need a letter. After all things don't settle down. Why make we not go try for change we attitude then now instead of this Bombosoro business? Why? That's another one. Then of course now the police now then they blame. Say police take high-handed waiting the court. It's all over the place, not to normal Sierra Leone. Even this First World War Day, would they see how police then they treat people? Would they see? Because if you go out of the law not law. You forbid law abiding, regardless of the fact that if whatever go to happen, but you got to follow the law. Then nobody not go dispute that one day. If you not do the right thing, well, the law will take in course. Now that's always. Then I got out to that we brought a Karamo Kaban issue.
Yeah, let me make it quick, yes, sir.
Like I just want at the top church no more. Well, Leone, do you remember one moment when they were been there on AYV where they talk say, well, if government touch we, other things then go happen at the place, things then go happen waiting in court. Then he go get himself involved with Andy, and if he not to wait for mine not go touch your foot. Well, that one day you did to the law. Anything we possible you do, the law they take in course. So that one day I just now that side no more get for her. The Limba people there, that one day is just regular. Any moment all the tribes in the camp for can pay allegiance to the president. than the only day. So if somebody they way they talk say, hey, Limba not for candidate, there's a be no more. Because me no say the Limba people there by APC with the na them being the first way they not get no benefit from us. So they not go come out there and go outside maybe so then they go see them. So waiting at the problem where people they forget so kind of baba that against the Limba there. They no benefit by APC. Yeah. The last one I they tell Akisoya, thank you. It do very well for freedom. So that the last thing I want the AAA. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, Aaron. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, caller, I did live on here. Your name and who side the call from?
Listen, Mustafa, they call from France.
Yes, Mustafa from France. What's in your contribution, sir?
Well, the first time I want church about this program about Kamokaba. If you can remember, one time when we make the program, I be intent for callback because of why I be intent for callback because I be so disappointed in the program. We all see within the church of mortal man. Nobody no ever condemn or talk about themselves. They all lip and talk about motocar. It's so disgraceful, you know. We get for watch in the other in the both side. No go the land for be honest. Who they come now the media. But people you know, when they don't stick on side, then they do bad now that they make Alexena good. But one thing for remember now only salon we get. Whatever thing what they happen today, if it happen tomorrow, now the worst go happen tomorrow. Because when person they pay debt, it go pay the worst. Then they let people and get another aid. SLPP then a power say in the day. It then a power say they say they come out like APC come out. And if you want say not on that, you go bad off. We for change, we for stop some things they all they do. If you support policy, everybody get right for support who they want. All man get right for support anybody will let. The government get people also where they support them. And also then get people who they support them. So what anything they do, law put to country before. If they do and because of saying who they na power, who they do no more, law members say tomorrow I get for come. Secondly, about the Limba, AAA is so disgraceful, you know. Where individual they go, if they can go tribe name. Because one thing first, me when they talk to you so, me na Limba mende, me mama we born me na mende, me papa na Limba. If you they go for go support, you need to go with your family, we gonna go support. You they can go a name of a whole tribe. Don't we get people away they condole like saying a good thing. Everybody get right for support. Who they elect? Because you na Limba chief, so means if you go support SLPP, so now Limba people and don't go support SLPP. You get right for support SLPP because you na Sierra Leonean. Now political party, everybody get right for support who they want support. You born you picking, you don't also they support in the support. So then they disgraceful force. Now shame to the one they always go there first. Then go poor with him. Because when you go for yourself. Not say they go for tribe. It's so trending, you know. Now tribalism would up and go na salon. Now tribal business down there.
Okay.
Everybody get right for support. Anybody where you want support, now you right. Me, this government, boss, if they do the right thing, then they do things the way correct. I get right for support them because now me country that they make. But right now, wait till I see wait till they can do so.
Okay.
Then they destroy the country for the future.
Okay.
Not for now.
All right, thank you.
Than they can do.
Thank you, Mustafa.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, caller, you live on here. Your name and who side you call from?
Yeah, this is Ayo, the call from US.
Yes, Ayo, what's in your contribution, sir?
Yeah, first I want to agree with Mustafa on this. Anybody can support. Who I feel like support. Who I feel for support. Like me own case now, so you know, me woman tell me picking. We get picking say who I for go vote for. You know, many people tell me, say, Papa and so mama say I for vote for. I say, you vote for who you want to vote for, you know? And I say, yes, sir. So after the election, I ask her, so who you vote for? He said, oh, me I vote for who I want to vote for. Not for who mama say me for vote for. So I just want to make that point where Mustafa they talk clear. The second one I want to make is this culvert situation. I watch the video, I see people that they say, oh, somebody say we don't even have 2 years, 5 years. Outside and come out, we're in Canada and place them. They don't go and go back there for their own safety. Before then the power plant say they don't come out there. It never makes any sense to me, you know. You don't even have a place there 5 years. That means you were living somewhere else before you moved into that area. So go back to where you were. You know, let government fix that area if they can fix it, or they seal that area off because that area is close by the sea. And the third one is this guy with a court with him refuse. Yeah, people they say why make they no arrest the people and will them go attack because video they show see themselves being the threat. But people fail to realize that these people jump into these people ladies' compound. So if they affect them, now they will consider to be self-defending. You know? So the police do investigation, they look at the case, they present the case to the prosecutor find probable cause for and then take the case to court. And the judge looked at it and say, yes, there's probable cause to all these people responsible for what happened, the case will go to trial. You know? And then they go preliminary, they do discovery, they exchange evidence, and the judge, they look at the case. So whoever is guilty will have to pay the price. That's my contribution.
All right, thank you very much, Ayo Taylor. Yes, caller, you there live on here, your name and who the call from?
Yeah, my name is Brahma, I call from New Jersey.
Yes, Brahma, with all the things on the table, what's in your contribution?
Yeah, people I tell you plenty thank you already. We all me fellows already take part in all the listen. Yeah, I was me start at the way to the topic yesterday, the way thing Sineko say yesterday, way they plead to the government. I don't know what I around for start. At least let them get the help we need. As I say yesterday, let them become part of the emergency response system and let them provide enough ambulance. Let them get them waiting the man need. Because you know get them positioned on, you know, give the person the tools for let it carry out a responsibility. So we will let them get them the support we need. That's the first part. The second two more for talk about now the Limba people. I respectfully disagree with Mustafa because for sake of full disclosure, me na Limba, mama Limba, papa Limba. But the Limba people they get right for support to that they want for support or for pledge. We all know that now they will not start from time immemorial. What people in government after government, then they go pledge. The past government, I stand to be corrected. I know say people are from the east and the south, then we go pledge support to them. Then they come on. Now Africa, no more Africa, it come on. Because we don't need a Guinea. Then say maybe they happen. Then say they come on. It don't mean anything. So they're not for attack the people. Now they right. And let me just show them go say they go pledge support. That means say all in the back people don't go pledge support. Now they right for the way they want for them. Then the third thing again when we want for waiting and call again we talking back the police. Just like waiting for Thomas say. The police then get for losing the hands them. Not to any to person talk. Person get right for express. They get freedom of thought and waiting and call. Spiritual and sin. Person not go talk something wanna a dissent against the government, wanna go for para. Then thing and then they happen during the one party dictatorship for APC been there. We not expect them for the apple now. Please. Please, the government get for talk to the police or whichever way. Or the police need more training. Then get their need for stop that. They have to. Then the last thing I talk about now, then people in a call board. Because I'm in area and I mean a clientele man. Then people in the need for pull under. All the area they need for pull all under. Because I give an example, quick example. Anybody who in Pennsylvania, sometimes they go know where they can talk. So then get one tongue in Pennsylvania. na coal mine in town. They call it Centralia. They get fire. Oh, I don't know what happened. Fire they burn underground because coal lady. That's why they've been on this from the 1960s up to today. So I watched it yesterday on TV. I think around the 1980s, now the American government go there. Then pay them people and they off. Everybody will get off, so then pay them off. That goes in that town in a deserted town now. So I remember last week when we talked about this flooding, where they say almost them body and the cost. Government came for one. So I see that program there yesterday. I just remember what you talk. I put 2 and 2 together. Then adapt them for do. Then get for pulling people and they yonder. I don't care waiting and say because every year at the same 2 will come back from. They need for pay off them off, pull and they carry them go safe side. So that my contribution and they continue for listening.
Thank you very much. Very much. Okay. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller. You get for dollar under now. Okay. You did live on here. You name and who the call from?
Okay, who's Friday? Call from UK, sir.
Yes, who's friend waiting a contribution, sir.
I just want to begin first. That side for this education business. What they talk about. I don't know if you actually been there in the week. Oh yes, something will come on that. But what I want to say, the strategies them they are okay, but they are not perfect. So, we know say people then they say the number, the statistics, have been 30,000 people who been sit was years ago, but because of the free education, they managed to get up to 100 and something thousand who sit this year due to free education. But sometimes if I let them they explain, give people and let them know which is not the truth. Lord, they not will say now oppose and they oppose the free education or not. We don't come and want to say free education be done day. If you don't do the worst for then government school, then are free. The only thing we fail, now we government not been just the follow up for no waiting they go on. So now data Ben, you keep business when they come about. But we applaud them for introduce them. But let them not for make them so big that if like say now, no more now, free education day. The side wouldn't say now the 3 strategies they wouldn't give. One person they say in a 5, the other person they say in a 3. But the 3 they say they get access and completion. Okay, they look into that side that now would go able to get access for the education. They look into the quality. But I think that second side and that quality, I didn't round and get issue right now. But to be precise, that is the area that before don't look as we see no more today. Before they bring them. Let them know that quality will get teachers then because now they say teachers they not get good quality. So for that, like a school and a crew bay will get that community, they're not going to be able to forget it. The people then they cry so they all then they cry. They go to Kupayanda. They say they're not able to approve them. Not to themselves, no more to themselves than they manage. Why people are so wicked? Then before don't think about this, today, say that quality not there before they can introduce something. Because they diagnose sick man, salon sick man. Na mama salon, you see, then go to where they pray say so man give a pull botuna from all that kind here because if you are planning something, you get for look all the feasibilities. Then you can't say I don't begin. Oh, because of we not get teachers, na for I not go help the poor people them. But you know they even go there for go tell them. You for go foot. Now what you make they pay una private school. Now this reason. Now they say they introduce for higher grade of student teachers them. Look at the nurses them back. They don't stop all the nurses that who don't qualify, who they not get work. They say they don't voluntary. They don't give volunteer another day again. Why you not for go get them? We not able for employ them. We know there are faults what we don't do from system to system. But when you want to correct the system, you have to look at the flaws that you say that this are going to do towards it. The free education is good. The books are good. Whatever they've stepped up is good. But the second one are the quality. Before they go reach to the third one, where there's in a system strengthening. I wonder if they go reach them before the 3 years go down. Because that quality education, when are they going to train teachers? It's 3 years a teacher to be trained. Then they train them at McKinney Teachers College, but it don't turn to a different thing I mark. Then they train them na Milty Magai. They don't stop there one day. Now, Maga don't become a multi-something. So only Freetown Teachers College, they teach teachers for about 3 years to get a professional teacher. If we don't look on this before they can say, well, now we're not going to help. But now I let you talk this. The people then go say, but now left when I don't left we. Beer, let God pray, say, then charity them. What people and they do. Let people let them go able for help. Now that area for that, I go just rob and pick that mortuary. Yes, yeah, that mortuary business. Timo be don't actually be done day for long. Who government for don't government whoever before don't day. Me, I remember that time with that revolt. Oh, they care go the people who they die. Because it take like 2 weeks to bury the dead body there. Now, so they take them, put them on top of other people there. Till we begin put them at those who at the side of School of Nursing. Dog them begin calm. Dog them begin they calm. Now net because now 4 or 5 been there that place the person they take stone, they go stone, they see and they hold hand because the people are rotting, they run with the body, human body inside the hospital because I did the patient them been there. If you don't do it for long. When they take other cops, go down there and net, they go the place is dark, passing they take the lighter, so now they put lighter for care another cops. If you don't do it, the people in back will go volunteer one day for go bury the people there. During that mass summer execution, one pound the bobo the wasabi, then go shoot them for necessarily. They go lay them back in a mortuary. They say because of this. And it takes 2 weeks for killing dog then they because they say dog then they don't become wild now. If anybody remember that day, then begin to kill those dogs who don't begin to go eat people inside Connaught. Why then will be don't come? What Jan Kabab in council? And I see this is a problem. If we don't introduce those, that is the first priority for don't do. And the first priority, I will let some anything we left now behind this for another week. But let them think of the nurses them. Wouldn't we able for help them back, forget that stipend, when a bursary would they call them on a stipend, let them go, they get free education, the nurses them, they are also students. Let them also then they pay for their course. Then when they pay for their course, they educate now, then they get pinned again for go work. Then when they want to go work volunteer work, they say they allowed again. We go volunteer back, they go lose the life. Me say na volunteer. They say, I lost me. I not left for talk. I mean, woman, I lost her during that war. They account me picking for coming and here because of volunteer. Now MSF they put small thing and they go for it, but they go and they risk their life every day. I didn't call out to help people there. They not go realize whether I volunteer. But we are left this year, Allah just left and so.
Okay.
Let God help the people and no more let them try things. But humanity is just getting wickedness every day. We pray those bottles are going to appear. Those bottles are going to appear very soon.
All right, thank you very much,
yeah, thank you very much. God bless you.
Yeah, you too. Thanks. Yeah. Yes, caller, you live on here. Your name and who side you call from?
Patricia Vande from Buffalo, New York.
Yes, Patricia Vande, you get the platform. What's in your contribution?
My contribution is more about the disability, whether they ask the government for give them like a
they want disabled friendly bus now the country, so that
yes,
it will be easier for them for they take transport.
Yes, but I don't think say they forget a special bus for disabled people. Then it's like I don't know how the bus system in a salon where bus don't start now, but like we get buses then if he enter the bus. There is a space for disabled people there inside the bus where the people then they car inside the bus. You as you see disabled people say where the bus driver then they turn up, then give a special respect there for disabled people then put the thing down. Therefore the one the way they're not able to do nothing and then their own bike for ride them for go inside the bus. The one the way they're able to sit down, they know get side the way then they sit down. That not they make say then get special bus for them. So I don't know if the bus system where they can go na salon if you get a kind facility there inside. But bus system with the public them it for be the same. You know me say they forget special bus for disabled people them. Not every time I mean disabled people go full a bus for a day, for go outside, for go do a thing. That's another thing. But if they can able forget like 2, 3 disabled they can then get space for the inside the bus, so side they can sit down. Comfortable one, where no anybody, you know that in as you go inside bus, no more they not say people they sit down there, but as one disabled person, they can't they say, oh man, gap, if not forgotten up at the back, you go to up at the back, you sit there, you sit down. But they don't need forget a special bus for them. Say, oh, this not disabled people, them they forget special. Also, they're not going able for the one all day. So, my contribution that then when they talk about the mortuary, I think say we salon need for improve things. I think we'll go for take one day at a time. Lord, they just pray and hope that the contribution say for the do. Lord, no, they talk like we're so angry when they talk, say, oh, this thing not get for go before. No, when they talk for make things work. We're not going to be upset about things the way they are. Where it will go bad, we're going to make me they not say this thing bad, not for making right. Now that's my own contribution.
Thank you very so much, Patricia.
For giving the facility for no things in a salon.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Bye.
Yes, caller, they live on here. Your name and who side the call from?
Yeah, good afternoon or good evening, everybody where they listen, and good evening to you, sir.
Yes.
This is Nancy, they call from US.
Yes, Nancy, you get the platform. What's your contribution?
Yeah, my contribution today is I just want to talk to the president or this government, let them not spread themselves thin. Because sometimes when you spread yourself thin, you want to do this, you want to do that, you want to do everything at the same time, they end up not able to do anything. So if they're able to focus, if they're able to fix completely, then fix like now 2 or 3 things they're able to fix them. Maybe say the next government where they consider, you know, get for worry about them, not just maintenance it will do or maintain, it will be nice. Let's say they focus on since this mantle of free education and they don't pick up. If they want to let them succeed, I suggest say they need for focus on the teachers them. As you remember the last time I touched it back again, the teachers them, the ball they wholly and solely na them hand, na them foot. And then the schools them, if you watch, majority of the schools them are only few schools them where get labs them. We not get labs them at the schools them at all. And the one that we get labs they don't get that much things them for use for let them go do the practical. I they talk in terms of science lab, physics, chemistry, where you now want for go do practical. The schools that they not get them. So how you go able to produce good science students them if you are not well equipped? So me I they beg the government when then they improve on the schools them, let them make sure also then look into labs them. Also let the schools them get labs them. That's a major thing. And for the schools them where then are then remote, who say be say pass picking and then get for course water and before they go to school, if they're able to put a bridge then side and day, then small bridge then go and connect then side and day, and then look for side where be say between the villages and then find middle, then build the school day where be say the school day middle now all the other villages that then go able for reach day without not too much hassle. If you then do that, they go fine because if you then fix them, hold them also now they the food then they come out for Kanaton. It go improve on the agriculture too because if the roads them all fix, then village then they people then go able to produce more and it will be easy for them to then go inside it for let them go pull the perishable goods them then go come on time at home before them spoil. And also what I want to talk about is this tourism. If they want for improve on tourism, let people then they go there. We be say we not even need for go big people then for let them can a salon because we already get Sierra Leone already beautiful. We just need for do a little cosmetic param for let people then go come. If the country is stable, then fix the road them, then light day, then make sure say then work on the agriculture. I believe say people then go come because all man they go for certain thing then they. You know, then thing and if you light no day, investor they no go come. For let them come do whatever factory or whatever, investor they no go come. So if they're able to fix, even if not just 3 things then they're able to fix completely, the road, the light, and then work on the agriculture. Or maybe water, if not 3 things and no more, or 2 self, if they're able to fix them completely, where be say the other government no get for church on again, no go worry about them. That go fine. So the next government, if you can't sit down now, it will focus on other things for do instead of it still continue the ton pan one grain thing all the time. And I just want to commend the mayor, Akin Sawyer. He really do a wonderful job. Let know say we they watch him, we they listen, and we they watch how they see what they do. Let know say we they see him. So now that no more I want to say today.
All right, thank you very much, Nancy. 5 more calls, we they close the line. 5 more calls, we they close the line. Yes, caller, they live on here. Your name and who side they call from?
Yeah, good evening, Saga Network, Mr. Tripoli.
Yes, sir.
I had a call from the Middle East, Medali, seeker of the truth.
Yes, seeker of the truth. Waiting at your own contribution.
When your own contribution, I'll make 3 contributions. They make them short. 1 is about this free education. 2 is regarding this train issue, and 3 now regarding about the slum. People who live in the slum. Let's start with the slum. Me a central man. A central are born. I don't go up to the rich. So I only look from Red Pump. Take down Odokoko. Take down by the bridge. Cross Ferry Street. Ferry Street. Regent Street. Top Street. Come to Peterton Street. My friend, trip where if you go in and now, in the middle, they don't build house all left side and even the bridge where they pass like Godry Street. You know they see the bridge. You know they see the water again. They don't put pillar there. They don't build shop them all over. They don't block everywhere. So even if they trade dirty from the one way they up the hill, where they trade dirty, they come, they block from that side. Or if the dirty flush for go down, what did they happen? They go down now the sea, and the one way they the sea, that they have, they take that dirty, they bank and build house pant up there. Okay, this now one thing under the talk. If the government not team up strong for removing the people in that slum, we will forget disaster will pass down there. The term will be there. Now, they told in a central how they wrap up. What do we know big war for? Now, for what they go for go buy wood, what they call them mango wood, them also. What we granny, mama they send we say go buy wood under wood na top street, Campitation Street, so they come to cross go down by Eastern Police, or go Egan Street, go down the step, or go buy wood, or car up and can cook, they make wood and call and other things in there. But now, let me tell you, according to what me know, what I see with me, there was small work sense, how they begin to occupy down the ship that slum area there. People let me the go there first, what them be the go there, because what will be no big work for now for fish and then wood business here. Or stem they carry mango, stem come, where they pull mango up from Obalunge, they count on the inside and they because Kinjimi they run 3 times on time, 4 times for the week. I they run. Understand? So where did they go? Where the people they go down there? Where did they cow the fish then they? Some people and they go in the morning, they go buy the fish them. Some people they go in the morning, go buy the wood them and cow them up, they can't please them for sale. Okay, what's happen? Some people they go now. Then they go now. Where did they go early morning? Some people when they go early morning, they get and cheap than the other one them. So the other people and I say, this man they go early morning under. Me na I didn't near this place. Then everywhere they go early morning under, they go get the item then cheap than me. Okay, what did they happen? So they grab a call to tell one of in 2 or 3 families at the provinces. Early morning they send them there. And the other people in the back, what did they do now? Then they go sit down now almost like midnight to meet up early morning. So it come by a competition. All this is about selfishness, my brother. All this is about selfishness. If they go early morning, when they go early morning, there's some man they grab now. What did they do now? I say, okay, don't tell the chief or anybody in the modern year. They say, I want to make one small bafana, who they sit down now, who market the can, who they put on now. Now, so they begin build bafana. Now, so they begin build bafana big waffle. So we don't sit down now, we don't call it. They say, you don't make that bafana. The next thing they do now, it don't begin make somebody they sleep there. The next thing now where they can don't bang it or the other person can the other person back will be the canal. Wait for can get that place where he come in the meat market again. Other person don't bag everything. We don't bag everything. So now in the for can buy to now. Somebody go say, I know go do this. Me self they go build it. Instead they go fend in Sababu, instead they go make bafade. Now so they take occupy all them places then they. And for remove the people like that, it's not going to be easy because me, a central man, I know what they happen down yonder. I know what they happen down yonder. So people don't build house, you don't wait and call it only. So people and they, even your own family, they say they live better life. But he ready for bring people and come for occupy that place. For normally, he grip, push a grip. Hey, if we not change the attitude of that country, yeah. If we not change the attitude of that country, then the government not team up strong, we're not going to handle that issue there. And secondly, we can't do the education. Short one no more. I don't know if you go access for like college school in him.
Big. No call him. No make him quick.
Okay. But we get one school at this place already called within this place and Hamilton. I get one bobo for sit Bekeba or say Beke like this. Where they for go study. You know what the teacher tell them? He said that for care go 250,000 with one bag rest. Now he then call me now and then tell me, say, I say, waiting. Now the man give me the teacher a number. And then give me the teacher a number. And then give me a name. But what can happen now? They refuse. They refuse to give me the information about that Monday. So tell me to how we will handle the situation in the because of each and everybody. I'm telling you, 70 to 75% of which are Leone and we corrupt individually inside our system. So if we will not change your attitude, we no ever move, we no ever shake, we no ever move from that place there. That's the other thing, Andy, because I got one my friend with Australia, when a white guy, name is Jerry. He tell me he say Med Ali, he say na una country, no one the first country I don't see in the world where they're strict on education. He say people they grab, they demonstrate, say men left them, may they make the people free, may they out and let them spy, let them rig the system. He say na Salon now the first country where we don't see anything that happen. Can you imagine, my brother? Okay, let me just lay that issue down, and let me tell you. At the listing, At the listing, just give me 1 minute, please, brother. At the listing about the discussion regarding regarding about the bridge and the train. Yeah, I buy the idea of the bridge. I buy the idea of the bridge 100%. But wait till we don't listen, the people when we get sense, we ride train at Salon because me are not get sense. I'm not born it safe with train can at Salon. We train be there at Salon, we train be the exist at Salon. But the people we be there in a Salon, we train be the exist at Salon. The way they analyze, what they talk about how train be the work in a Salon. To be frank, I buy the idea of the train. I really buy the idea of the train.
The train or the bridge?
I buy the idea of the train.
Okay, all right.
According to the people we be there in a Salon, we be there in a Salon with the time when the train be the exist. I be the work. If you not so it be, because at that time I was not yet born. Understand? But how they analyze according to how the train be the operator, so if you not so it be the operate. I buy the idea of the train.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, man.
You're welcome. Yeah. All right. Yes, caller, are live on here. You name and who side the call from?
Yeah, you know, I'll sign them at the call from.
Yes, done them from London. You get the platform, sir. What's in your contribution?
Thank you very much. The first thing we will talk about many people are holding at the slum that area and we get this problem that call back people, you know. I don't know anyway because this moment place, me and a man are there against them from time, you know, because when people there, some of them, we don't deal at that place there for quite a long time. Some person will tell you they don't do it for over 40 years because like the chief for the interview and so you say. But other people they say now 2 years, 1 year. So it means people we don't did it before. People what do you think? You think certain people pull all or then get certain people who don't go pull at the area, the other one then go left there. But again, if they for pull all, you know say we get other areas that we get who's there like a so. So it means that they for pull them Salon get the money for doing. The question this one I will ask. You know, we get that money for doing for put all the people in Abome. That place there and the other side and we go back. You know, then go able. What do you think? The money there?
Dandy, a difficult one. What do I mean by that? Because for Poland, if government no sell give you land, because most places they can call them squatters. If they not get paper for them land, then they because me don't go to the extent I don't talk to somebody where they close to them, somebody where they upside not to down they, where explain give me how in down they from tell me see how them people and they grab that place there. When a dirty be there, then get the way out and they cut the dirty for them, the dirty form foundation for them, then can build on top. So definitely, na squatters them, they not even get paper for them place then they. So if they don't get paper and the place is unsafe, then waiting I don't know why even government, but my brother, waiting are your contribution. No,
Okay.
Let not dive inside under.
I know, very good, very good. So now let them try for see the people that we don't do it for a long time. Then let them see how they will settle them people in there, because then they don't do it. Before the bomb they extend, because the bomb now extend, they go no more, they go now decide with the people that we don't do for quite a long time. So other people and say because they don't get place for them, then go there. So they want them for deal with them separately. Then the other one the way we don't deal originally, then deal with them separately. Maybe if they do so, it will find people and will commodity. But if it's some people that we don't do it, then still get space where the bomb they affect them. Then they left them. But if it's not good for them health, business, and for the disaster where they take place, let them pull them there. You understand? Me, we're the only thing I know out there for see that another side there. And then I did talk about the police with the university student there. From waiting somebody talk, we say he watched the video. If you can see the student and do them misbehave, then go book police. Because they're not give them for let them go do demonstration. They're not supposed to do it. They're not supposed to do it, and then go out for further, So police get for intervene, But again, if you notice what it happen, then like we don't say the case play not Georgia now. We don't wait for everything that for happen. If the police not they wrong, but we the students they waiting the cost amicus, and the cost the policeman they mama them, I think that they first start. But anyway, don't wait for the decision. So on that day, anyway, then the jelly seller them back as well. They get problem will affect them. Motorcar transportation. They say they not get transport, tell the government help them. So I don't know which kind of government they help them for provide motorcar for them. I don't know. Or, maybe fair business they reduce her. But anyway, all the same, it left to government, what them going to do for help those jelly people. For them to have this trouble, let them help them. That's no more. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I'll sign on them. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Yes, caller, you live on here. Your name and who side you call from?
Hello, Namine Mohammed Jallo, I call from Maryland.
Yes, Mohammed Jallo from Maryland. What's in your contribution?
My contribution to this flooding issue. I remember one time while in the college in Natong, we do disaster assessments for the whole country. And Sierra Leone, they higher risk of disaster. And we will not forget if we turn at the hill and they protect we from the peninsula. And we don't take all the hill or don't build. And we still, with the city disaster now, they cover every place. Peninsula, the main city, even the mining towns and SSF, don't they get flooding. The government need for do proper disaster planning and try for see how they never protect people. Other than the need for pool and need for pool them. Like Kobe, so then I saw them go and court to Prince of Wales Field, say, I don't know the case been in a court, I don't know how far and they don't go. And the other issue I want for contributing on this college business. The student, they really they misbehave. Every student. When we been in a college, you get student them, they need their own school fees. Jalana, one of the colleges them where they give payments plan at the whole country. When we been there, they miss yourself not to full at the pay. You go pay half, or you pay half, then they allow you for seats. But some students them, they don't want to pay anything, but they want the service. And any service where you need to get, you get for pay for it. People over there make that, so any service you get for pay for it. If you get for pay for it, you get for pay for it. They know they ask you twice. But I think say that the mindset of the Sierra Leoneans them from school, every time student them when they want for riots, then go destroy them school. And forget say that property they nothing get them. If we continue to go broke glass, spoil chair, now we the student then get for same one get for suffer back, the same people. So government need to get a hold of everything. It's as if these governments have they look quiet over everything. The president in the area all the time. Either you say fly go up, so you go down so. And there's a lot of things the way they happen. Especially this disaster business. It really serious. And I don't know if them been EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency, been really do something with that report today. Because Kono, for example, at the time, Kono will get over 20 years from now, it will be flooded entirely if they continue mining. And the other side, within the mine, the iron ore, near Jalayanda, they call this place, I don't forget the town. In the dredge, soon are the same problem. So the government really need to get proper planning.
So whose time they conduct this survey for this report we talk?
That's like 2012, 2011, 2012 during the APC government. This was a risk assessment by UN and order. So like now we been the go, when I hire students and now, just they go and take, questionnaires and ask people. So we go to different towns, places, disaster areas, and it was a disaster report for the United Nations, but it was under the Environmental Protection Agency and all of that. It's a long time ago. So, but governments really need for look at all in disaster assessment, and they really need for look at them thing, and I remember I think one time again there was a report that said the sea level they rise, and if the sea level they rise, that peninsula, you look at the hills, if we clear that hill, if the sea level rise, then the water just run down. And it's going to be a massive scale flooding way we not going to expect. And we only see it now. We see Tumbo, and I think Tuesday or whatever, after the past flood, we see all the other areas and then the flood. So I think governments really need to look at them disaster assessment there and look at them thing and we will just go do the survey, but I think them for make the report, them for supposed to get the report them. So government really need to look at it. That's my own contribution.
All right, thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome, sir.
Thank you. Yes, caller, ID live on air. Your name and who side you call from?
Hello.
Yes, now you. Your name and who side you call from?
Okay, this is Abbas Kuroma, call from Virginia, USA.
Yes, Abbas, what's your contribution?
My own contribution about President Bio, the ban the travel for a minister there or other people. Well, for in the President Bio, I know say beaucoup people don't talk about how they go up and down. You don't travel a lot as a president. But now one thing I try to figure out, what I feel say, we don't get past presidency in a salon. Then president and they don't rule we, they don't go. We know they see the development where some of you can think about. So now if this president don't get the power, if you watch the country that we visit, majority of them now some African country they will be say they get leader there who they do well East Africa. So in other way, we would expect good things from President Bio, but maybe you don't know into details if we're able to bring development in the country. So I feel say maybe now part of it in there for go visit some of them leader there who they do well in their country, because different from who is send minister. If that minister they able to get all the information about them leaders and they. But for info go na them country and they able to sit down with them, because I even watched the video between him and the Uganda president, where they questioned the Uganda president, where he say he not go talk the other thing, the question where they ask her, he say but who him President Bio sit down one-on-one, he explain them. And some of them country then they do well, then they make medicine now then country them, they already imports of few things them. So I not go to blame them for the travel visit all them country. Now after them visiting they say it can't be they do the changes for ban. So they're not been banned because in bag for travel you be get your information. But now you don't begin the changes. So I believe say don't go land but quitting from them. We'll go able to make the country go before. Then they come back to the chief, the Limba chief. The Limba chief for go meet the president and tell us say, well, then can support the president, for can show how they devote themselves for support the president. Me that again one side we mention say, especially he said the president they do well, especially we pick one of the representatives. That side I get problem with that, Because sometimes that can create problem. So if you not pick your representative, so you not go support. If you possibly do well, it do well. It not mean say pass you get somebody where come out to them, with them pick. If it's somebody they do well, just tell and say they do well. It not mean say because that one for represent we, what possibly say now we representative, now it can bring problem. Because they tell them not pick for una not they give support. If you say if you possibly do well, just praise and say they do well. You know me say pass the pick from now. Now that's my own contribution.
All right, thank you very much, Aaron. Yes, caller, you there live on here. Your name and who side the call from?
Gugiatu, the call from Norway.
Yes, Gugiatu from Norway. You get a platform. What's in your contribution?
Yeah, what's I want to contribute first. I don't know if now Sanusi Brahma stand to be corrected. If not, because I really talk one statement and we really support the idea. We talk, say we can England, now English and the talk, you go America, you go French country, na country, and even we Norwegian, now no school they talk. But we reach now Africa, these different tribe, indeed, now in Poel Africa. Because like we mentality, it really poor. If we never work on now, if we never say we put tribe back, we say Sierra Leone first, we not go able go so want. Then the big problem with the affect we. Because I can hear yourself we did on Facebook, we they say we reach for politics. They really see how difficult people can be. Some man they really see the truth, but just because of the empathy we it is support. No matter how, they accept her. They accept in a fault. Number secondly, for this education business, for me, I not say the free education no good. It good, but wait maybe they feel say this go although they don't talk and we then can and just one can do it. But I look and say it wrong. The first thing the government for don't do is the first year first way then get. Therefore don't try for study first, almost school send and get. Go to the village here, make them say the constraint first way the school they go through. They go and say some picking and they when na stone then they sit down. Some picking and they where they cross boat. Try first see how you be able to tackle all the half thing there. You can give free education inside 1 year, inside 2 years. All man go appreciate that if you don't do them problem there for put thing in place. But all the things they know they in place. You can understand back to the last time we say the picking one building where then they see if every breeze can. With government one way take a breeze they can for cause danger before they take step. Now this not the problem where they affects the country. The people then they see the problem, but they're not able to take decision unless something happen before they do it. And now the wrong thing done. Don't back wait till our warm up. Like they want to say for pull this law. Not of us say they're able to pull them. They're able to pull them. They bots and they look at this political party and not go vote for you. Now the government is free. But if government really want to pull them, because make them think for the people their new life. Now life, any year then they lost their life. And like what you talking, there's some of them not get paper safe, then just go bill. But one thing before government say pull them, because I really want your guy be they talk from America. So man don't come upline. He don't can see. Also, I come on lights not the end, which is true. To be honest, no talk to. If governments don't try for good look, wait till they try for talk. Not all this time it will happen. All to be honest, because the problem there is too much. But if then they start, people in the CCS developments they go in much better because this government will able to take all them problems. So no matter what more not the fool myself. If they're able to do what they're able to do, then come for next party can continue. But all way to the discourse of could you imagine from Monday to Saturday, this problem will the line. No, they're not able to fix all. They're not able to fix all. But what will they try for? They may be able to know say that this kind of the problem where they affects the country. And not say they don't know, they know. But some of them just they turn blind eye by the problem. Now that they know more. And this disabled way then they talk say people they are big man just give this one quick. This disabled way then they talk say like we the country where we dey so where we dey 70% of them money now disabled and they spend about. So if disabled say they want boss, may government watch the constraint of the disabled because disabled, I don't know if Salon are able to get outside and put it all together. But as I said, the country where we did 70% of the revenue now disabled the government is spend about. Now disabled, so at least may government watch and see people the problem boku but at least make them try for do something almost small for able to see how they will go fine. Now that the number one contributor.
All right, thank you very much, regards.
Okay,
thank you. Yes, call ID live on here. You name and who side you call from? Yes, man. Hello, make and quick. You get a platform. What's in a contribution?
Okay. Okay, you know, I thank you for giving me a platform anyway, because you don't tell anyway, I know they but actually say anyway. But this program anyway, it touched me two areas, you know, in terms of education, teacher improvement of teacher salary. People like to talk about, you know, very necessary in terms of education, as we know these governments, the main priority area and the flagship, and you know, they therefore demand anyway. But when we look at things on in the other side, you know, this system we don't really go out of hand, in terms of teachers improvements, you know. So the government can, you know, they therefore do verification and reassessment, you know, and for let the increase salary of teachers. Na procedure. Being teacher na is school, although me not to teacher, but according to the minister at one time when he was with the interview. So all these problems they facing, they really don't go through. They don't know which side the problem they rise. So people that we don't do as senior teacher, they don't attain principalship, but still they receive salary as senior teacher or as just a teacher. You know, so all these assessments they do honor. I don't say not a challenge, but at the end of the day, I believe say within the other one year now the other academic year now inside, maybe they will put things in place. But the only thing everybody the government will look at increase the salary, but another department then will them back again. They will go begin to suppress the government for letting increase the salary since they don't increase teachers and salary. So let's think they would look at least let's stop for the good and day. No one knows say the country is poor. You know, if teachers, if they try to improve on teachers, I don't say this is a very good initiative for everybody. If the government say they take care of the people, they take care of them. And when they take care of them, other department don't gaps. They will say, oh, they don't improve on teachers. They will say let them improve on that because mostly in the they can bring problem. Improvement of service for government officers. Until they are be problem because people they will want to make us competition and you know go fine. They will come to this slum area where people they say that they move storm from the people. That mean that to me it don't make sense because people at the point of view, all the view they want to be the show over the interview. You know the houses that they are they're not valid for even 3 million. You know, they're not valid for 3 million. But you see, where they do that registration, you see, people that they map, you know, I know say every year that registration, where they take small money, the way they give them 3 million, 1 million 500,000, where they can give them. Now you don't wait because every year they complain say it should happen. Every year it happen. Me know they are not for 30 years, but it did not for 30 years. But every year you see disaster they occur. Every year you see disaster they go. You get picked. People this year they take as joke. This not a joke. This if not be net, it's will be the worst part the most like. If not be net. And this now natural disaster. You know, nobody know in control. What did they say they make return what let them do this all that now for not expensive. And what did they say Salo government don't get money for pay? You know, people they don't pay this 3 million. That lady inside the interview, one lady be the talker. They say yes, the one day when they become get that 3 million, some of who will not get that 3 million. They do and bypass. You know, all that stuff they be the interview, where would they get from there? We don't know see. Now for them money then every year they go ship it. Then they still go for the season at that place. Where the problem can they blame government. Then government pull them people in that place. The host even you say we still holding at this side there. Me I know we get from holding at that place. They inside they sleep with pigs they sleep with dogs every year we can every season we can get your impact. We dry season can they say they know they sleep smoke every side. We season can they know they sleep water every night they you know all that you know all the season you get advantages. Why you know the commodity? Why you know the commodity? All the season we wanna get at the country, you know get advantage for sitting on that place. Wanna for commodity. They don't put body on government. What did they say? Government don't get the money. Government don't get the money, but that was the one they don't reach up to 3 million. You risk your life for 3 million. Say commodity. I think thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Manny. Thank you. Yes, we don't close the phone line, so you get 1 minute waiting at your contribution.
Mamadou, Jalo, can close and bing.
Yes, make it quick. We get 1 minute. We don't close the line, but to just squeeze you in. Waiting at your contribution.
My own contribution, a different one, Tripoli. So we were attacking Canada country, the one guy I can watch back, Then mega cola over there. You understand? The company they produce them mega cola so. The need for put one strategy you get in Germany also. Any rubber where you buy, any drink you buy, you get fun. Fun in sense, you the customer when you go buy the drink, you they pay 25 cents for that fun day. So when you drink, you not go even on the street. You understand? I don't know if you can go make that facility in that country, but we really need them because what you watch, let them wearing King Cans, what you watch, that oversized area and what you see the rubber them.
Yeah, and the rubber plastic, boku, all them plastic thing them, definitely.
You know, and there one lady government puts pressure upon them guys and they even kite machine them. We possibly go return in fan. The code so because I can buy my own, I pay 25 cents for them. I know what I drink and eat. I say na money. I can't go. So they get together on the street to go return back and get money back and go get in a supermarket. So the government need to put pressure upon them guys and even encourage that system in the country to clean this country.
Okay.
Because we can't get big problem them any day, one day.
All right. Thank you very much.
Watch that side back. City council now they for put pressure parenting in the because the states now state free town. The states are in for pack pressure parent investors they are. No left president be may do your own business, but the states that mayor, Madam Mayor, you get for watch all in there.
All right. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah, man.
Sir, you get the platform.
Senesi don't come.
Yeah. Because you don't need two sides in a scene day. Yes.
Right, okay.
Which is the lovely
I just want, like I always say, when you listen to callers, then they all can come with very salient points. We can be indifferent. I mean, two people can get different opinion on a particular issue, but you can see the sense in everything. Nobody can completely be wrong. I think that one of the last callers, and we called from New Jersey, and one lady we called, I think from Norway. I don't know if not good actually name. Two things where they all two talk about in two different aspects. Now, things like feasibility studies. When the lady Billy talk, they mention about education, talk about free education. One way say we make so much sense now that one way the government before do at the beginning of this free education program. Now then for do kind of a feasibility studies. See waiting at the state of things. Now the country in terms of education, in terms of structure, in terms of school equipment, in terms of school, in terms of the number of teachers, qualified teachers, the state of education. From there you can able to address if the no step you take. You mentioned about going into, even up the country, see some of the structures they would get. I think that makes so much sense, and I honestly agree with that. You really want to address a problem, particular problem. If you're able to diagnose the problem and know waiting at the state of the problem, if not sickness, for know the state of it. I think more or less not that thing is it. And at the same thing, I think that the gentleman we talk about the flooding. He talk even mentioned about Marapao. So he talk about Kono. We say in 20 years time, that's what they college. Then do some feasibility studies. Wutai, yes. He mentioned Wutai also. Yes, and then they make a lot of sense. you also mentioned about them rough side and the slum place where people are there with then the people they complain about government. But even no says a flood in our country. I mean the place itself, health, not good for them. Their own health. Sometimes somebody say if government they say, oh, I know. Listen, as government, sometimes you tread on the toes of people. You're not able to please everybody all the time. No matter how you try for doing, it's not working. Otherwise, you go fail, and by failing, you also tread on the toes of so many people. I mean, governments get to take a stand and see that they address them problem. So, then see the way people and talk about government get to look at which thing they want to address. Look at some of these findings that we don't get. And what other caller being mentioned about if the government, I don't know how that they call from. He said waiting the government for this now 2, 10 or 3 areas they want to address, and for all on for them 3 years they don't know where to scatter themselves all over the place and want to address all of that. It just not make sense. Waiting that lady say makes so much sense. If you move from one thing to the other, or you get two things that we address, and remember say the country get that money. We not go please all the people all of the time. One thing when I listen to the talk of the police, you remember say for every government will come, we can find the police them and very sometimes annoying or sometimes abuse of them power. If politicians they get sense, I think so. What in the police then they do? Them misbehavior wrong. Like how one of the earlier callers say, police are all over the world. Then they abuse their power. It's just not a police thing. So they see what I'm going to tell you that. But one thing we don't find out now that if you don't have power, then you condone the police for misbehave. Remember to you not in a power. I mean, it will come for bite you because before this new government kind of now the same thing we complain about the police the way we feel say. I mean, what did the government tell them? And then they do. It looks like when another government can wait and tell them, or even then they do pass that. I think what you get for do no more. Let the police are not. I don't begin get the feeling say well sometimes they're not kind of party minded. Then just who doesn't have power and then they follow. The only thing like way automatically say there has to be checks on the behavior of the police force. I think say every government will kind of for any government within a party say, oh well, we get the police in our pocket, then you don't make a mistake. Because when your party go out, we not doing as the winning party. When the other government comes, the police don't go do the same. The only thing we get for make sure say the police then therefore behave. And then university students or college students or whatever student they are when they misbehave. It's the only thing they get to do with attitude. Say country we don't experience war. I mean lawlessness now they lead to that. Because school is not just about learning for reading, right, for learning about government, about science, about technology, all of that. It's about behavior. Education will refine your mindset. Education, they polish you. You therefore learn how to behave. The team up, you are student, the team up the course, mommy course, you're seeing some rare boy within some ghetto. It's not called for. The other thing I want to end up with, like you always start up with this, we institutions them of learning. And the man Barwe mentioned about how the government, the neglect, they do some feasibility. The institutions of learning, government get to utilize them. Spend some money, get some project them. If not the engineering department, na Injala Fobe College or na Milton Magai or na McKinney teachers, whoever college. In fact, like this free education, you get the teacher, Freetown Teachers College, involved in some of the feasibility studies. Engineering project. Get students the winner engineers them. Electricity project. Let the students then do a project. Let them tell us how the country will go before. Get them involved. All that in a part of learning. Agriculture. Somebody mentioned about agriculture, the importance of agriculture. Get students the way the college will deal more with agriculture. Get students involved. The advancement of production. It's not just about planting. You see how other countries they change the system of how planting they grow, for the good of the benefits of the country. So I can let government involved with institutions of learning, with educational institutions on some of them projects that they, so now that are going up with today.
Thank you very much. Yes, Senesi, what do you want to clock the remote?
Thank you. I want to say plenty thank you to all the one that we contribute. Everybody come up with a salient point. And me just want to start with one thing first. I believe with all the discussions, all the phone calls that were coming, people in touch on three things. One on the land tenure system, they talk about the teachers. Then, of course, we talk about the law enforcement. Let's take first for this land business, because we all be there with the blame. I think people, they even be the call for, say, Dr. Sandy for the Fosakan, if we resign. One thing about governance, even when you're in a school, where they make you class prefect, so that's when you as class prefect, that is the beginning to see leadership is not really easy. When it comes to governance, nothing will not really easy. Some of the things that we don't Hamburg Salon, now bad laws. We get very, very bad laws. The politicians, the way they come, they make you already suit comfort today. They get the law, they make their flout on because of for lay suit comfort. Now, we will be there with this. We say Dr. Sandy, they go and brokers, Dr. Sandy, they go and brokers, they go and grab people, they land, people every day now this. Now, all over. Now, local radio stations, international, Facebook, they're for Sakam, they're for Pulam. Okay. Nobody not be ever know what Dr. Sandy they go through, what they go about, what they make it they do so. I believe one day we get some people that will say they go demonstrate, they will keep themselves naked, say they go for take appointment with the president, they say they go explain because they don't take their land in their hand. Okay. About a month ago, 98.1, some people then come, then begin explain how then they get their land and they say now then grandpa the first begin wash. So as far as the wash no more, one great family or one great person gets 30 acres of land. When they say when the paper, the Dr. Sandy asks for paper, nobody not gets paper. And the other balanced land with the Dr. Sandy says if you know say that you get them, can paper no can negotiate. This is don't say una get a but na can negotiate. If you get 30 quarter, you will give the other balance to make correct paper for you. I believe in that they first for begin. Like the people they waiting at the whole lot of they not get paper. They not get waiting a call. But one thing when you begin set example, begin up from the one they will say then they above the law. When Dr. Sandy go start and then sign the EC, that's why they all on quiet. Nobody had the call for Dr. Sandy say the government president for dismissal. Everybody quiet. Even when a gonna commission of inquiry, he go explain. If you not get anything for say all what you do was perfect, and the commissioner will then tell and say because that the first person will not appear. Now make a say at times we get for exercise patience. Governance is not easy, right? Then we talk about that teachers. Then we can always talk about politics and bad laws. The last regime we get one minister. He done in at the Ministry of Education for over 10 years. What do you do? Now, if you listen to the interview with Samuel Wise Bangura do with the Minister of Education, we talk there. Everybody they talk about teachers. If you want free education, what is it? The teachers they will not take their salary. Yes, nobody will say they're not going to increase teacher salary with that. But if we not listen to that interview, the minister say the teachers committee then we don't go sign some kind of bad laws with the former regime. With that, it's very difficult if they want to do anything now, pass and get for change some of them things in it. Here we go. When we get people, we want them to do bad, or because we don't want them to say teacher strike. Teacher, the guy is for strike. But when this government don't come, the government don't pronounce free education, but they don't go tie themselves. They don't sign to some documents that if you want to do A and B, so for do. So, Timboto Canada, na television, you said you broadcast them live. If the day everybody be listening, let people go back, let's see some of the things. They want for do them, but some other things they way they be done, therefore the person say, because this is not teacher. And I believe say we all do the same before government the college for education and want to satisfy the teachers they force. But they're not able to satisfy them now because of the bad laws the way they don't go sign with the former Minister of Education. You don't see the trouble. So now pass them just for try to review some of them things then they come, they do what they're supposed to do. These are the problems we don't make the country just don't enough. When we come, we not seek the interest of the nation, we just seek the interest of few people where they are around we. You see? Then we talk about the students, some of them, they believe in me, people and family now they listen. You get some people from just take whether me brother be the talk. Say Jala, then get the fees and they no more display the fees they hide the thing. You get some people from where they don't enter Jala University, from where they go the first year, and check they then get areas. And if now government don't take up you don't do well. Say they pay all university college teachers, they pay them now. Then I think this month then display them which they call say the salary don't already. That is fine. So you know they get that extra body again, but you fees what you're supposed to pay. How you go say at the college, but you know they pay. You see? So they're supposed to pay. I believe say the only thing when they don't start and so then they make it clear the next essay when one kind of college, you make sure say you feel them prepare. If you know so that day you need to enter. We talk about them, them. I don't believe say maybe you understand the disabled people there or something how you put them. But I don't believe say disabled they will say they want boss for themselves. We not ever get disabled friendly buses. Now we don't see the school bus we go. Government don't begin. Government gets bus with disabled friendly. I believe say this particular school bus they will come then disabled friendly. But you know we get special buses for only disabled. You will get buses with disabled friendly. The way that all the DB talk when they make special place for them inside the for sit down. They get ram, either they get wheelchair, the bus can park, the pulling ram, because I believe in this school bus, they get so that's one way to go. I can end up with the police there. Just like I won't be the talk. The police suppose anywhere in the world. Police is an institution where always loyal to the government of the day. Whether a good or a bad or if always be loyal and then make we can always talk see the police not for the but no politics. I remember the last day that way then be promote and check. I go to the family, say then go together, go tell President thank you. Because the promoter. He should not do that. Now because of you work hard, I'll check now senior police officer we don't work hard. Now they begin pulling self. The last time we talk about recruitment now, one of the brother NSF began for support that. The recruitment process will be done through before this time around be very poor. But you just you go no more, you go get other people there. You can't be saying we're going to the police force. Police force will be disciplined. If no sign not then at the wall with government need to get or people need to get problem with the police because anybody with the enforce law, you the civilian or the populace they always see you in a bad person. Even next world, even in a golden kingdom, in heaven, you get the way they put people then under control. What you make if you see some people always they argue and then they go church and then they go to mosque and because of there are rules and regulations. We go church, rules and regulations. Then we go to mosque, rules and regulations. The government they let everybody free. They do everything free, boy. Say when one thing where I want, all they make you for now for worshiping. Tell me thank you. Nowadays it's difficult for people. So if the police are not passing now, if you say the police don't trample on the right. But the police then they for maintain law and order. So no sign of them at the world. When police not get issue with people, the only thing what they say, I tell God thank you, police not kill proceeds from wherever I don't come. It's far tear gas. Then they all over the world. But the police, then they for maintain law and order. Not I know the way you will say everybody glad with the police. Or even America, even Yahoo, they will see what they happen with the police there. Yesterday we see that's so true. Police there all over. Then get a problem as long as they try to maintain law and order. So then let's forget about it. The only thing that kill that quickly don't fire a live bullet. But if that tear gas for maintain peace, me, no, I'm not a problem with that because you go take president if you put on AI. Because that's what you see the so I want to say plenty thank you and I want to say thanks to brother and sister really all the governance, easy, no patient. We will see we will reach it by the grace of God.
All right, thank you very much, Senator Ibrahima, and thank you to Aaron Rashidin. Thank you very much, guys. So now, I go wrap up today on. Till we meet again on Monday. A brighter future. Triple S, Tata.